very much indeed, Mr. Speaker. The crux of the debate tonight is whether we seek to bind and instruct our government in a critical period as it seeks options between the current Maduro deal, which has been rejected 3 times by lots of people in this House, and no deal. Actually, it was a series of mini-deals. Now, I'm sure that the Chancellor of the Exchequer and the member for Dorset West have been engaged in negotiations at a far more senior level than I. But I do find it a little bizarre that we could seek to bind our hand of our government at this point if the Right Honourable Gentleman trusts those people in power, and I have to say that I do. I was engaged a little bit in some of the negotiation around with tribal Afghan leaders, and I conducted village negotiations in Badra Marshes in 2008 and 2009, Mr. Speaker, and showing the limits of our negotiating power, showing what we were willing or not willing to do, would have fatally undermined some of those conversations that happened to try to protect British troops and try to stop ourselves being attacked. So therefore, binding the hands of a government as it seeks to negotiate a better deal, I think is counterproductive, although I understand his concerns. The reason this debate is so bad-tempered is because it's gone on for 3 years. We hear previous cliches, blind Brexit, Tory Brexit, I'm not here to stop Brexit, but it's quite clear that the Honourable Member for Vauxhall said that many people on the opposite side of the benches were using this no-deal Brexit simply as another means to stop Brexit. The Honourable Member for Beaconsfield quoted Thomas More. I've been in this House 2 years. I feel like quoting Macbeth. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow wears on this petty pace from day to day. That's how I feel, because all we talk about is Brexit. I want us to get on and talk about lots of other things that
Absolutely right.
In fact, it sort of feels like Groundhog Days, if you don't mind me mixing my cultural references. Pro-democracy, pro-EU campaigners are concerned about protecting the rights of Parliament. I find that slightly ironic for those people who want to stay in the European Union, which will do far more damage to the rights of this Parliament than this government will do ever.
Absolutely.
I want a deal, Mr. Speaker. I want a deal. And I accept that but I accept that the most important thing here is that we have to deliver to have trust in politics. I'm also aware that neither side is perfect, that there are people now sitting on the front bench who could have voted for a deal and didn't, in the same way that there are people opposite who could have voted for a deal and didn't. But we need to deliver on a deal. And the reason why I'm against this motion is it provides another extension, that we simply continue in a debate that becomes endless and tedious. We need to bring this to an end so we can deliver on our manifesto commitments in other areas to the British people. Thank you.
Well done. Tom Brake.